What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Metallica. Yes, indeed, Metallica Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Saint Stoney, Lubomir Balaz, and Ian Wakefield. They're the ones that requested it. Now, the 3 requesters was enough to get this into the Patreon request prioritization poll, and it won with 55% of the vote. So, it was sitting at number 292. It was actually pretty up there on the queue. It wasn't too far away. It was probably about another 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months. We probably would have gotten to it, but because it won the Patreon request prioritization poll, it goes straight to number 1. So you don't have to wait another 6 months. You get it now. So how about that? That's pretty cool. So they all want to see me react to the song by Metallica called "The Day That Never Comes." Okay. Have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. It does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always the chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Warner Records Vault, okay? And the video has 44.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Metallica, The Day That Never Comes. Official music video. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, seeing that word official just scares me, man. It absolutely does. Every time I see it, I get nervous. But so far, so good with Metallica, so hopefully we continue on that trend. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Has that fade to black kind of feel to it. It's a mellower song, but it's not so mellow that's putting me to sleep. It's not like Nothing Else Matters. Good Lord, I can't stand that song. It's it's a little more like Fade to Black to me than that. So far so good. So far so good. I'm liking the dual guitar, not unison lines or anything like that, but I like how the guitars are each doing their own independent thing, but working together in cohesion. I like that, where you got one guitar doing more of a, almost, I wouldn't say a soloistic line or a melodic line, but it's just, well, maybe melodic line to some extent, while the other guitar player is playing more of a chordal, but plucking individual strings within the chord, not strumming, just picking, which is really cool. Drums and bass with the accents in unison, which is always a nice thing. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Let's keep going.
Stay down. You pull away, he hits the flesh, you hit the ground. Mouth so full of lies, tend to block your eyes. Just keep them closed, keep praying, just keep waiting. Sunshine never comes.
Yeah, that sextuplet, really nice. Good sextuplet run there. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. It's got a really good feel to it. It's not what you typically expect from Metallica, as far as, headbanging, thrashing. It's a little more, it's not a little more, it's a lot more focused on melodics and just the little nuances and intricacies of a mellower song, but without being so mellow that it loses you. You know what I mean? It's not so mellow that it's like, it's Yawn City. It's not, you're not doing that. It's just a little bit of a mellower pace, almost like a you gotta catch your breath feeling. Like, we're gonna give you this song to catch your breath, so take it and catch your breath, get a little relaxation in, get your energy stores back up, because later on in the album we're probably gonna kick off again. You know what I mean? Not that I know if it does or not. I have no clue. But in any case, it just kind of has that feel. Let's keep going. Let's keep going for right now.
No, the sunshine never comes. Cross that line, just stay down this time. Hide in yourself, crawl in yourself, you'll have your time. Gotta make them pay, take it back one day. I'll end this day, I'll splatter color on this gray. Waiting for the war.
Now this has like an Orion feel to it. Now, okay, all right. This part here that they kicked into, very reminiscent of the beginning of Orion. Before they go into before they go into the 6/8 part, it feels like the straight ahead 4/4 part, where the song actually kicks in. That's cool. The chorus prior, with those accents, the ba 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 ba. I like those accents. I think that is what's kind of selling the song for me right now, along with that sextuple. The funny thing is, the sextuple came right after it, so. Ba da, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was really, really cool. And now we're switching gears into this more of a straight ahead 4/4 type feel, which is really cool. I'm digging it. This totally feels like Orion.
Love is a four-letter word, and never spoken here. Love is a four-letter word, here in this prison. I suffer this no longer. I put it into this. I swear the sun will shine. This I swear, this I swear, this I swear.
Double time. Okay, so they're not actually doing a double time feel. They actually did switch into double time. And now they're doing sextuplets on that, based on that double time feel. Not double time feel, double time. Yep. Sextuplets. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Dang, that's tough. You gotta be on your game to be able to pull that off. And make it sound good. That is not easy to do. So kudos to Metallica for doing that. Dear Lord. Okay, cool. The song's evolving a lot. The song's constantly evolving, which I dig. I love it when songs do that. Not when they do it too much. You know, I've heard songs that have gone through several phases of evolution, and I'll in so many phases of evolution that at the end of the day, I sit back and I wonder why all those phases was necessary. Why was each of those phases needed? And my conclusion was they weren't. But in this case, the song is evolving, but it's not evolving so often that you lose track of the song. It's evolving in key spots, which is smart. It's very smart. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. guitar solo. I don't want to stop, but I have to, otherwise I might get blocked. I have to stop. I know I don't want to stop in the middle of a guitar solo, but dear Lord, I've been going for over 2 minutes. There's some great guitar work in there. I can't pick any one particular thing out, but it was all good. There was not one thing in that solo that left me scratching my head going, I don't know if that was fit. No, it all fit. It all fit. And I think the reason it fit is because it grew and grew. Like, the solo started out, like, I don't want to say simplistic. It wasn't simple what he was doing, but it started out simpler than it ended. And that's the best way I can put it. It grew in complexity. The runs grew in complexity with each phrase. It just got a little bit tougher, a little bit faster, a little more well thought out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm digging it. I'm digging the song. It almost felt like those sextuplets slowed down just ever so slightly, but it still fit. It slowed down just enough to grab your attention, but it's not so slow that it didn't fit the phrase anymore. No, it still fit. That's cool, man. That was, yeah. I dug it. I dug the song. Little reminiscent of two of my favorite songs, but in two different places. Like I said, the beginning kind of had that fade to black feel, and then when it kicked in to the main groove, it almost went into that straight 4/4 feel. It felt like the beginning of Orion almost, but after that, it took off like a shot, and it did not let up. Which I dug. I dug it. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. Let me think about it. And I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Metallica with The Day That Never Comes. This was a request from Saint Stoney, Lubomir Balaz, and Ian Wakefield. And this won the Patreon request prioritization poll with 55% of the vote. So the other two go back in the queue, and this one won, and it went from 292 straight up to number 1. So very, very cool. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I dug the song. Flat out. I absolutely did dig this song. A lot of evolution in this song. From where it started to where it ended, it changed pace like 3 times. Now, I've heard songs change pace like 10, 12, 15 times, and at the end of the day, I get lost, and I'm like, it was too much, man. It was just way too much. Even like 8 times or 6 times, in my opinion, is a little bit much. No, this changed time. This evolved on 3 separate occasions, and I think that's a good number for an 8-minute long song. It gives each evolution its own chance to shine, and I absolutely appreciated that. The beginning with that kind of fade to black feel with the plucking of the one guitar versus the melodic line of the other. I dug that. I absolutely dug that. With the accents coming from the bass and drums in unison. Very, very cool. The second part, like I said, it almost had that Orion feel to it, that straight ahead 4/4 with guitars playing in unison but in harmonic style. Bass and drums locked in, supplementing what the guitar players were doing. I absolutely got Orion vibes off of that. I know a lot of people may think I'm crazy for that, but I heard Orion. I absolutely did. And then it kicked into that double time feel. And not even double time, it kicked into a double time feel. And then from the double time feel, it actually went into straight double time. No longer a feel, actual double time. And that was cool, man. I love how they pulled that off. And then when they were doing those sextuplets, those sextuplets within that double time, you know, I don't even know if I can do it anymore. I mean, it was, fast. Very fast. And they're picking. So their picking is going to be on point for something that quick, that fast. It's harder to pick when you're playing faster. I know that sounds stupid. You know, like, of course it is. Not everybody knows that, okay? There are probably some people out there who never play guitar, and maybe they don't know. So, no, trust me, picking fast is always harder than picking slow. My only real gripe about this, honestly, is the only time you really heard the bass is when they were playing in unison, like when bass and drums came in with those accents. Other than that, you couldn't really hear the bass in the mix, which is a little depressing. I wish I could have heard more of the bass in the mix, but you know, I'm a bass player, sue me. Normally I would say I wish the song was a little shorter, but actually in this case I think the song had to be this long. I think if they had shortened it up, it would have fallen into not giving each part not giving each evolved part its fair due. If they had shortened it up, let's say they had shortened it up and given each of the evolved parts like half of the time, it would. I'd be complaining about it. I'd be like, no, you guys didn't give enough chance. So I think this song actually had to be this long. I don't think they really had a choice. So that way they could give each section its chance, its time in the sun, and it needed to be done. No, this was a really good song. It wasn't even really good. It was a great song. I mean, if you really break it down, you really think about it, it actually was a great song. Was it the best song I've heard from them? No. I've heard a couple of other songs from them from their more recent albums that I really dug. Hardwired automatically comes to mind. I loved that song, man. That song was fun. But this song was very well written, very well constructed, meticulously thought out. The songwriting and the song structure this kind of gave me reminiscent of the Injustice for All album, which I still think to this day is one of the best written albums of all time. The songwriting on that album was fantastic. The engineering was utter and complete garbage. It's such a shame that such a great album, such great songwriting for an album could get ruined by such horrible engineering. But I would put this on the same par from a songwriting standpoint as Injustice for All. I think this was extremely well written and well executed to boot. So that's why I'm getting with the 8.8. I like what I heard. I absolutely dug what I heard. I would absolutely listen to this again in a heartbeat, no questions asked. So, 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.